Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Nation Network for the Thanksgiving tradition that is the Survivor Series. And tonight, Jess, title's not on the line, but so much more is.
Well, it's all about pride here tonight. It's all about how bad you want to prove your point, and I'll tell you what, we're going to have some matches tonight. I can promise you points will be proven. Long-going feuds are going to culminate right here tonight.
Indeed, teams of 4 will strive to survive here tonight. We're going to see tag teams joining forces. We're going to see the Hart Foundation going up against the Demolition, and each of those teams able to select another tag team to join them. We'll find out who they're going to be later tonight.
Well, it's going to be very interesting. I've got my own predictions who the Hart Foundation may have chosen, but I'm even more confident that I know who the Demolition have picked as their tag team partners.
Well, would you care to enlighten us?
No, I'm going to keep it to myself for right now, but I'll tell you right now, I'm the man who calls it like it is, and I'm pretty sure I got this one.
Well, we're going to see a lot of interesting matchups tonight. Again, elimination takes place by a countout. For these matches, 5 seconds outside the ring is all it's going to take.
Well, yeah, we've come up with some very special rules here to try and keep things moving along. We've got a 5-second count. There are no rope breaks whatsoever in this one. It's going to be very interesting to see if this thing changes the complexion as well as the strategy for these men as they enter the matches.
And, of course, we've got the main event, ladies and gentlemen. You won't want to miss this one. It will be inside the War Games tonight in our main event. It will be, on one side, the former heavyweight champion, the Macho Man Randy Savage, along with Ravishing Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, and the Genius.
Well, I tell you right now, I'm very excited about this team. The Macho Man chose his partners very wisely, very strategically, and he's got something to prove against Chump Hogan.
Well, indeed, the World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan also choosing very wisely, in my opinion. Rowdy Roddy Piper will join him inside the War Games, along with Sergeant Slaughter and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, you say he chose wisely. I don't believe he did at all. Because think about this. He and Rowdy Roddy Piper, they've never really been on the same page. You're going to trust him in War Games?
Well, I believe the Hulkster knows exactly what he's doing. He knows what he's getting himself into, and I believe he is ready for the War Games later tonight. Our main event, it is going to be something special, ladies and gentlemen, as we send you to the ring. We're going to kick this one off. All right, Jesse, you talked about matches where feuds have been going on. This one between Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Each man has picked his team in this traditional Survivor Series 8-man tag team elimination match.
Well, indeed they have, and I'll tell you right now, I believe Triple H is going to take care of business here tonight.
Introducing first, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, Triple H.
As the captain makes his way down the aisle into the ring to kick us off here for Survivor Series. What's it going to be like tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in the War Games?
Well, we've got plenty of action long before the War Games, and I think it's going to be a hell of a night.
Want to send a shout out to everybody joining us here live on the Nation Network here tonight on the eve of Thanksgiving. Ancient Cloud in the house along with Mr. Madman Swiss.
Tom Hood also joining us. Welcome aboard. James Mitchell in the house.
Ricky Curon is here as well.
Jay Wiley enters the room. Welcome once again, everybody, here to the Nation Network.
The Game, Triple H, with a look of confidence on his face here tonight.
Well, you know what? If I were Triple H, I'd probably be feeling pretty confident right about now myself.
Oh, and here comes his first tag team partner here tonight.
And his partners from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at
Well, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, making an entrance right now. This crowd starting to come a little bit unglued. I'll tell you, I'm not sure who the fan favorites are in this one. I don't know that it even matters.
Indeed, it is personal both ways. Fans divided right down the middle, I do believe. One thing's for sure, we are going to see a Survivor Series like you've never seen before here tonight.
Former World Heavyweight Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, entering territory that he's very familiar with. He's no stranger to the Survivor Series. He's no stranger to elimination matches. He's a man who's always overcome the odds. He's not the biggest guy in the battle, but he always seems to get the job done.
Indeed, they are members of the Generation X, but here is a man who is not a member of DX.
Well, you know what? It's not about the Generation X tonight. Tonight is all about the Clique.
Well, indeed, he is a member of the Clique as Razor Ramon heads down that aisle. Long-time standing friendship with both Triple H and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. The self-professed bad guy stepping through the ropes.
Self-professed, if you watch him in the ring, he is the bad guy.
The spectacle, that is the World Wrestling Federation, right here on the Nation Network, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and here comes the fourth member of Triple H's team, X-Pac.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb right here and say this was a gutsy call by Triple H, because I think most people would have expected to see Kevin Nash as that fourth man. But at the end of the day, you're talking about a Survivor Series team, and you've got to pick the right players.
Well, you bring up a very interesting point, but please expound upon why you believe X-Pac is the right player.
Well, it's real simple. When it comes to size and strength, they've already got that with Scott Hall. When it comes to quickness and all-around ability, you got that with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. When it comes to physical dominance in general, you have that with Triple H. What you don't have is somebody who can do really great high flying and react quicker than anything else. I mean, the bottom line is, to coin a phrase, X-Pac, when he goes to bed at night, turns off the light, he's in bed before the room gets dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Indeed. Formerly known as the 1-2-3 Kid, and oh, here we go! And now the rope being raised on the joint. As the captain, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, heading into the ring right now. He may be thinking he's going to stomp a mud hole in Triple H and walk it dry, but I don't think so. To take a page from the book of Stone Cold, I'm going to say, Well,
we're going to find out very quickly, no doubt about that.
Shout out to Blaze Radio joining us here live on the Nation Network.
And we get ready to meet the team that will be accompanying Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's the sound, and that can mean only one thing. Fire and brimstone. Oh, and take a look.
And at a combined weight of 600 232 pounds, Kane and The Undertaker, the Brothers of Destruction.
Kane and The Undertaker making their way down the aisle, and I'll tell you something right now. When you've got the Brothers of Destruction as your tag team partners in an elimination match, I like your odds a little bit better, but I still think Triple H has a plan.
Well, you know what Mike Tyson once said about people who have a plan? Everybody has a plan till I punch him in the mouth.
Yeah, well, that was Mike Tyson. Somehow it doesn't ring the same coming from your mouth.
We welcome Originally here to the live stream as we get ready to kick off Survivor Series. The Brothers of Destruction make up the second and third entrant on the team of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now the question is, who will be their fourth member?
Well, one thing we know for sure between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H, they both methodically picked their tag team partners. They didn't go out and pick any slouches, and it's going to be one heck of a beatdown in my opinion.
Oh, the Big Red Machine turning up the heat here at Survivor Series. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Well, that's how you kick off our Survivor Series, in my opinion, right there.
235 pounds, Rob Van Dam.
He is the whole show right there, Rob Van Dam. He and Stone Cold Steve Austin, no strangers to one another.
Yeah, they've been on the same team in the past and now reuniting here for the War Games. Much like I said earlier on about X-Pac being chosen by Triple H, I think many of the same exact reasons might be why Stone Cold Steve Austin chose the services of Rob Van Dam.
Indeed, Van Dam and X-Pac really cancel one another, I would have to say. And you can say the same thing about perhaps Kane and Scott Hall, and then after that, it's just an all-out Donnybrook. Bell sounds, action's underway, and these two men not wasting any time as the two captains kick things off. Survivor Series is underway.
Triple H made a big mistake right there, turning his back on Stone Cold Steve Austin. You don't want to do that.
Austin now going to work on Stone Cold Steve Austin. We remind everybody about the special rules here tonight for all of our Survivor Series matchups. 5-second count outside the ring will eliminate one or both. There are no rope breaks in this one, and there's a pedigree right there. Austin was in the ropes, but again, will not matter. Save was made by The Undertaker.
Triple H looked like he was going to go after The Undertaker, but realized he would have a lot of other people to deal with.
Stunner! Stunner right off the mat, and now look at this. Razor Ramon walks right into one. And Shawn Michaels caught Steve Austin from the apron. Wow, I'll tell you what. These two teams going right at one another. Now look at this. Scott Hall going to go for the Razor's Edge. Couldn't hold it on, and now Austin. Inverted atomic knee drop, and Razor Ramon feeling there's another one. Ramon head first into the top turnbuckle, and now Austin fighting his way out.
Well, he tried to, but he was too close to the wrong corner. Now Razor Ramon gonna go for it again.
Austin has had a lot of neck injuries in the past as he is driven down, and he's in the wrong part of town. Undertaker still able to get there in time to make the save.
Had a lot of ground to cover to The Undertaker, but he managed to get it done. Stone Cold Steve Austin, though, he is in the wrong part of town. He needs to get out.
Razor Ramon stomping away on the arm and the wrist. Austin with a series of shots. And now walking him over towards his corner. Let's see. Tag made to the Big Red Machine. This is not good if you're Razor Ramon.
Wouldn't be good for anybody, but especially if you're Razor Ramon.
Kane outside the ring now with Triple H. And remember, there's a 5 count to get back in.
Well, that guarantees we're going to keep the action going, and it'll be inside the squared circle.
Kane went for that choke slam. Razor Ramon able to break free. And there's the last call. Look at this on the apron. Stone Cold just got dropped in now. Razor Ramon and the Undertaker battling it out.
And now we've got 2 of them outside the ring going at it.
The Big Red Machine sent crashing into the guardrail. Counts already up to 3. Will he make it back in before 5? Just barely gets back in. There's that choke slam, and it connects. That might be all she wrote.
Save was made right there by the captain. Triple H not going to allow it to go down like that.
Well, the referee having a hard time in this one.
Don't you get me started on this referee. We know what she's all about.
Double back elbows. And there's a tag made as Razor Ramon tags in. X-Pac. X-Factor to the Undertaker. Will that be it? It could be huge. He got him. I don't believe it.
He eliminated the Undertaker. Are you kidding me?
Head first into the canvas, and the Undertaker was knocked out.
What did I tell you right at the very beginning about X-Pac? He was handpicked.
Rob Van Dam now going at it with X-Pac. This is a matchup that I would love to see, a one-on-one meeting between these 2 top talents. Bridges for the pin attempt, and a save made by Triple H right now. The Click with a big advantage as they have a 4-on-3. Stone Cold Steve Austin being counted. He has to get outside the ring or be disqualified. Can't afford that.
No, they definitely can't afford to go down 2 men. This crowd is absolutely stunned at what happened with The Undertaker. There's a pedigree on Rob Van Dam. Once again, there are no rope breaks.
2 count, and Van Dam managing to get that shoulder up. 1, 2. As the game, Triple H sending Van Dam gut first across the top rope.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I have to tell you that Triple H appears to be the smartest guy in the whole room. I know a lot of people were expecting it would have been Big Daddy Cool Diesel throwing in that 4th spot. It was a hell of a gamble going with X-Pac, but it's already paid off.
He's called the Cerebral Assassin for a reason. The game knows the game. But that is still just 1 elimination out of 4. Big super kick, nicely done. Shawn Michaels getting a taste of his own medicine, courtesy of Rob Van Dam. Tag is made to the Big Red Machine.
And you wonder how it might affect the psyche of Kane to watch his brother being eliminated so quickly.
Shawn Michaels back to his feet, and what a size and weight disparity there is right now.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels going up against Kane seems like a pretty unfair matchup, and now Austin, the legal man in the ring.
Stone Cold Stunner! Shawn Michaels in trouble! X-Pac there to make the save.
Once again, oh, look out!
Another stunner! Austin handing them out! Shawn Michaels with that springboard off the ropes. I'll tell you what, bodies are flying right now.
He's tuning up the band. It could be time for some sweet chin music.
Down goes Stone Cold Steve Austin. Save made by the Big Red Machine.
X-Pac take out the Big Red Machine right there. They're former tag team partners.
They were former World Tag Team Champions at one point in time. X-Pac and the Big Red Machine. Shawn Michaels doing a number on Stone Cold Steve Austin. A couple of super kicks, follows it up with that big elbow off the top rope. And Kane making save after save. No, and his team cannot afford to go down 4 against 2, I beg your pardon. And now the two captains once again going head to head. Triple H with that running knee, and now targeting Rob Van Dam. Turned his back in the meantime, and now here comes the Big Red Machine, Kane, driving Triple H into the mat.
Wow, and now Kane's starting to clear off some of the outside. He's turned his attention to every member of the Clique, and Triple H, meantime, is on the floor with Rob Van Dam.
The referee's count continues as Kane has laid waste. Remember, it's a 5 count, and Kane able to get back in just in the nick of time. We've got bodies inside the ring, bodies outside the ring.
I don't even know who's legal anymore. This is absolutely chaotic.
And now the Big Red Machine making his way back into the squared circle. Look at this, turning his attention once again to the apron. Triple H has him up for that suplex, and it is not easy to get a man that size up, much less to keep him there. And there's the tag made.
Once again, the captain's going head-to-head the way it should be, in my opinion. Triple H right now has got to be feeling it.
Spine buster, and the Texas Rattlesnake just got rattled with that one, but the save made by Rob Van Dam. Austin turns things around and now unloading. Stone Cold Stunner, hooks the leg, 1, 2, he almost got him.
I'm not sure how Triple H managed to kick out of that one, but he pulled it off.
Here's that Thesz press. And the tag made, Rob Van Dam coming back in. Triple H has not moved. He doesn't look good right now at all. Van Dam off that top rope. 5-star connects. Hooks the leg. Will that be enough for the pin? 1. Save made by Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon may have just saved the day right there for the Clique.
We welcome everybody here to the Nation Network. This is the Survivor Series.
DHW's in the house along with Double C and Judd. Welcome aboard.
We had an early upset elimination, and it is now 4 against 3. The Click taking the advantage, and now Rob Van Dam outside the ring will come back in.
Well, when you only have a 5 count, you've got to make sure you don't get caught up in the emotion of the moment, because if you do, you're probably going to be heading back to the locker room a little bit sooner than you'd like.
Series are right there, left hands by Triple H. But Van Dam comes back with that spinning back heel kick right to the midsection.
Well, these Stone Cold Stunners better figure out a way to get a pinfall or a submission here, because if they don't even things up, it's not going to get any better.
Tag made now. Triple H doesn't want anything to do with that. Stunner again. Cover hook on the leg. He got him.
I don't have a clue what happened there. Shawn Michaels came in, thought he was going to make the save, but now all things are evened up and we're 3-on-3.
Stone Cold Steve Austin just rocking the world of Shawn Michaels. And X-Pac is now the legal man. I believe this next elimination could be determining the outcome of the match.
Well, it would be a 3-on-2 advantage, and it could be detrimental, no doubt about it.
X-Pac with the X-Factor off the top rope. Will that be enough to eliminate the captain? There's one. There's two. Oh, he got a shoulder up.
How in the world did he get his shoulder up from that? I've got no idea.
And now X-Pac with a Bronco Buster. Look at him attacking that left knee of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When you walk into the ring wearing an appendage, the way he's got that knee brace on, it's a bullseye target. Everybody's going to be sighting it. Everybody's going to be shooting for it. And you can see him right now favoring it greatly.
Shawn Michaels with a splash up the top rope. Austin reaching over, and a tag is made. And look at this matchup.
Talk about a 5-star match in the making. Rob Van Dam against the Heartbreak Kid anytime, any day. RVD against HBK. I say let's do it.
One of the great things about the Survivor Series is you never know exactly what type of matchups you're going to end up with. Elbows to the small of the back. The Heartbreak Kid now in control of Rob Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam, the whole freaking show right now, is going to have to figure out a way to become the whole show.
Look at this, X-Pac taking a shot on his former tag team partner.
He's handing out naps right now, but able to get a kick out is Rob Van Dam.
They'll tell you these two teams showing you what the Survivor Series is all about. Nice move right there by X-Pac to escape the grasp of Rob Van Dam. Goes to a rear waist lock and takes him down. Tag made as the Heartbreak Kid, now the legal man, going up against Rob Van Dam once again. Tremendous suplex right there by Shawn Michaels. And Van Dam favoring the lower back. Oh, what a move right there by the Big Red Machine.
Tremendous job indeed right there by the Big Red Machine. And Shawn Michaels was getting ready to go up to that top rope. Kane made him pay the price off the apron with a stiff shoulder or elbow right to the head.
Van Dam pulling Shawn Michaels out towards the middle of the ring. Tag is made. Stone Cold Steve Austin stomping away. and continues to stop the mud-hole. Michaels up against the ropes. Austin sends him in. They collide. Austin with a series of right hands.
Why don't you call it like it is, a series of clenched fists?
Oh, Austin has a message for the Click. Maybe that was directed at you.
Better not be. I'll tell you right now, I'll dust off the headset and I'll head up there and teach them a lesson if you want to get cute with me.
Austin going for the cover save made by Triple H. Both teams realize how important the next elimination will be in the outcome of this match. Austin on the middle rope. And then changes his mind. What's he got in mind here? Pile driver! Oh, boy, driving him straight down on top of his head. Shawn Michaels is in trouble. Stone Cold Steve Austin again. And that time I'm sure it was directed at you.
You know what? If he's got a problem with me, maybe I should go down there and talk to him about it.
You stay right here. You're a broadcast journalist.
Don't tell me what I am. I'm whatever I want to be. I'm not under anybody's thumb around here. I do what I want when I want.
Shawn Michaels dancing a little too close to the fire. Kane caught him with a big right hand, and there's the tag made to the Big Red Machine. Double team on Shawn Michaels, and I do believe he's been busted open. Shawn Michaels, whoa, look at that cut on the side of his head. Choke slam, will that be enough to get the win?
Well, it would have been, except for the fact that Triple H made the save. I'm not sure he did his friend any favors, though.
Rob Van Dam now tying up with Shawn Michaels. Snap suplex takes him over. And desperation tag indeed. Oh, went for the big kick and couldn't get around Shawn Michaels. Instead gets caught with a spine buster. Pedigree connects, and that might be it for RVD.
The whole freaking show might be all over. Oh, save made by the Big Red Machine, Kane.
Triple H choking him out right there in front of the referee.
Well, what did I tell you earlier about this referee?
Once again, welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Ken Rogers, welcome aboard.
X-Pac's doing a hell of a job getting out of the grasp of Rob Van Dam on that one.
Butterfly suplex takes Van Dam over, nicely executed by X-Pac. And there's the X Factor. He put the Undertaker away with that move early on. Will it be enough to eliminate Rob Van Dam? Save made.
You know, I don't want to say anything and stir up any trouble, but it's pretty interesting that they were able to make the save on Rob Van Dam, but they were nowhere to be seen for the Undertaker.
I don't think they believed the Undertaker wasn't going to kick out. That was so early on in the match. There's a nice drop kick. And X-Pac taking care of the Texas Rattlesnake and his team.
Rob Van Dam right now better figure something out and figure it out quickly, because X-Pac is just a moment away from eliminating him, in my opinion.
Well, Van Dam indeed has tried. Oh, look at this. Nice reversal. Shoulders are down. This could be big. One. Here's two. And a save made by the Big Red Machine.
Well, that would have been another pinfall and elimination. That would have given him a 3-2 advantage. And I believe if not for the luck of Kane getting in there in time.
It is not often that I will agree with the body, but in this particular case, I do believe that would have been an elimination. Another save made by Stone Cold Steve Austin. X Factor and Stone Cold is out. Van Dam, the legal man.
Well, that's one less man to make a save. Why is the referee not counting on Stone Cold Steve Austin? He's in the ring illegally.
Well, right now he's out cold. He's got no way of removing himself.
That doesn't matter. He's in the ring. You've got 5 seconds to get out.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, taking out the Big Red Machine. Stone Cold Steve Austin has not moved. And now Michaels once again from the top rope. Oh, he thought about it. Catches Rob Van Dam.
He's tuning up the band. I'll tell you right now, Shawn Michaels may be busted open. He may be bleeding. But he is still operating at a whole different level, and now both men are down.
The exhaustion starting to kick in, and another save made by Kane. And there again, and both men down.
Shawn Michaels, the first one to his feet, but he's too close to the wrong corner. He needs to bring Rob Van Dam over to friendlier parts of territory, and this is not where he's at right now.
Springboard, nicely done, cross body, couldn't hold him down. Van Dam at this point in time fighting for his existence in this match. Once again brought over to the turnbuckle. What is Van Dam thinking?
Yeah, well, that's the problem. He was thinking way too long. Should have just executed something, but he didn't.
You know, we talk about a 5-second count out. We talk about no rope breaks. We didn't talk about the possibility of the medical team having to get involved and perhaps stop the match or at least eliminate somebody from being able to compete. But Shawn Michaels is very severely injured. That cut is getting so much worse.
Well, I'll admit he is definitely losing a lot of blood, and that cut is dangerously close around the left eye. That could impair his vision. The official would have to make a decision on whether or not to bring the doctor in and have a look at it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin in the meantime, clean in house. Michaels goes for the super kick. Oh, look at this! The $1 Million Dream!
Oh, what a reversal by Shawn Michaels. Brilliant move right there to get out of trouble.
Reversal after reversal. Triple H, or I beg your pardon, Stone Cold Stunner! Stone Cold Stunner! There's one, and a save made.
Well, Kane was there, but way too little, way too late.
Another one, no one there to make the save this time. Cover and hook and a leg, will that be enough? There's one, there's two, and a save by Triple H. Stone Cold with that Thesz press. My goodness. Another stunner, and Michaels is down. Will he be out?
Once again, too close to the corner, and it was an easy save right there for Triple H.
Triple H over the top rope out to the floor. Now he and Stone Cold Steve Austin. No, I thought perhaps Austin. Yes, he is. Referee begins the count on Shawn Michaels. Austin going to work on X-Pac. Oh, X-Pac called him back. Count is 4. Oh, and Austin comes out just in the nick of time. It would have been a count out.
That was a mistake in my opinion. He should have let him get counted out.
Stunner by Austin. Shawn Michaels has had enough. Shawn Michaels didn't want any more of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It's a 3-on-2 now advantage for Stone Cold's team, and now we'll see what happens.
The Big Red Machine down, and Triple H pays the price.
What is the referee doing? Oh, she's counting out X-Pac. How does she get to determine who the legal man is?
Shawn Michaels still meandering around the ringside area. He's been eliminated.
Well, he might not realize that we talked about the amount of damage he took. That was a serious head trauma. He may not realize where he's even at right now.
Hunter can run a nicely down by X-Pac. And the click down to the final two, and Shawn Michaels really just completely confused, has no idea where he's at.
He may be concussed. I'll tell you, Shawn Michaels doesn't look right. Something's going on with him.
Nice move right there by the Big Red Machine. There's two, and all just barely comes out the back door.
X-Pac right now is in the wrong part of town. He needs to get out.
I believe Shawn Michaels finally found his way towards the locker room where perhaps he can get some medical attention, because I do believe. Look at that, Triple H. Look like he's going for the pedigree, and Kane was not about to have it. Who will be the sole survivor of this one? I'll tell you right now, it is still up for grabs.
Well, I'll tell you right now, they absolutely have to. When I'm talking about Triple H, they have to get the next pin or submission or count out. No two ways about it.
Into the turnbuckle he goes, and now look at Triple H has been busted open as well.
Almost the exact same injury as his tag team partner suffered early on, but he seems to be a little more coherent.
There's the X-Factor. It was good enough for The Undertaker. Will it be good enough for the Big Red Machine? There's one. Here's two. He almost had it. And now, what's he doing here? He's got that chicken wing locked on, and a save made by Rob Van Dam.
I'm not sure that X-Pac had the strength to draw submission from the Big Red Machine, Cade. There's a big size differential there between these two men. The muscle mass completely different, and I don't know that he could have made him tap out.
Neck breaker nicely done. And the Big Red Machine, oh, look at this. X-Pac turning his attention from Kane momentarily. Oh, look out. Smart move to avoid the choke slam. And the tag made, and now Triple H, the legal man in the ring. Step over, toe hold, he's got it. Wrenching back on the knee. Smart move, would you not agree?
Yeah, I actually would agree with that, because the Big Red Machine, if you take out one of his wheels, a one-legged Red Machine is nowhere near as devastating. You'll take away his base, and that's where the power comes from.
Big up kick right there, and now look at this. Oh, that blood really flowing on Triple H right now. He is just hemorrhaging from the forehead area. This is, if ever the doctors were going to get involved, I'd have to think this would be one of those occasions.
Yeah, I've not seen anybody banged up that bad in a very long time. He is spilling blood everywhere on the ringside area. If you're in the front row, you might end up with a free souvenir. Get to go home with some of Triple H's DNA on your clothes. After that, all you need is a healthy ovum and you can grow your very own Triple H.
I don't think that's part of the program.
It could be.
Oh, look at this. The Big Red Machine looking to put him away. Going off for a choke slam. No one to make the save. Here's a cover. Here's one. Here's two. He kicked out.
I don't know where he's getting it from, but let's give credit to the captain of the team.
He looks to make the tag, and no one is there. And now finally X-Pac back up on the apron, but Triple H decides to continue the war with a Big Red Machine. Finds himself in the wrong part of town, got a cheap shot. There's a tag made.
You know what? I said it at the beginning. I'm going to say it again right now. Triple H looks like a genius by selecting X-Pac. Here he is. He's one of the last two in the match. And still looks ready to go. He's not busted open.
Well, indeed, he may be the strongest member right now of the Clique. He's got cardio that can go for weeks. Shots to the midsection, and now there's that X Factor again. Hook and a leg, will that be good? No, save made by Rob Van Dam.
Well, the advantage when it comes to making saves is clearly in the corner of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Rob Van Dam, because they've got not one but two men that can make the save, as opposed right now to the Clique.
He's doing the right thing, trying to take them out. Nice neck breaker, got him with it. Oh, going up to the top, X-Pac, what's he got in mind? Drops that leg, hook and a leg. Will that be enough? There's one, there's two, he got him.
And just like that, everything has turned around.
X Factor! Rob Van Dam busted open! He's in trouble!
X-Pac can't believe he didn't get him with that one. He's been putting away everybody tonight.
Series of elbows to the midsection. Van Dam. Oh man, Rob Van Dam is a bloody mess. That gourd buster driving X-Pac into the canvas.
X-Pac right now needs to find a way to make the tag to Triple H. He's been in there a little bit too long. And I'll say this right now, whoever gets the next pinfall or elimination, I believe, clearly will be the winner of this match.
Well, indeed, whoever that is would give their team the 2-on-1 advantage, which would be an incredibly hard situation to overcome. Van Dam with a couple of words for Austin. Has X-Pac up in the air. And now go to the top rope. Van Dam might be looking for the 5-star. And he hits with it. Goes right to the cover. And the save made by Triple H.
Triple H right now, the captain of the team. He is beaten down into a bloody pulp, but he will not surrender.
Indeed, he may end up falling on his sword, but he's not going down without a fight. Head first into the top turnbuckle, and now the double team. Look at Van Dam. He is a bloody mess.
Well, this is Survivor Series. This is the War Games. And I'll tell you right now, these are guys that have been to battle here tonight.
Raking that cut right across the top rope, and Van Dam. That's going to take some stitches.
Yeah, I dare say the medical staff on the back is going to be working overtime tonight.
Austin just caught him, and now the two captains exchanging blows. Triple H out to the top rope. Who's the target?
Well, it looked like he was going to go after Austin, but now has decided to go after Van Dam, and he missed.
Oh, this is getting chaotic right now, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot state how important it is for the next pinfall or submission. Van Dam with that gourd buster, and down goes Triple H. Van Dam going up. 5-star frog splash perhaps. Connecting. Hooking a leg. Will that be it? One. Save made. Van Dam again. He can't be doing it. Oh, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Well, X-Pac keeps on coming back over and over again, and I keep on coming back to my statement way back before the match began, that this was a genius pick, in my opinion, by the game.
Boot to the midsection. And now pedigree from one captain to the other. But look at this. Triple H is out. He can't follow it up.
He is absolutely spent.
And now finally goes over for the cover, and Rob Van Dam will make the save. That just shows what these two men have been through, all four of these men. Triple H, one more time, pedigree. Austin is down. Triple H is down. A bloody Triple H cover. Hooking away just two. He got him, and now it's Rob Van Dam against the Click.
We'll talk about a turn of the tempo. A little while ago, you were singing the praises of Rattlesnake, Team Rattlesnake over here, that they were going to win the whole thing, but now look at how things have just turned around.
They had a 3-on-2 advantage, and now it's a 2-on-1, and Triple H making a big mistake, turning his back on Rob Van Dam. Van Dam got out just in the nick of time. Irish whip into the turnbuckle he goes, and now Van Dam follows the captain. What's he gonna do here? Could be the split leg moonsault. Right into the cover. Hooks a leg two. He got him.
And that brings us down to the final two members. X-Pac, the hand-picked tag team partner that I said was a brilliant move, going up against Rob Van Dam. This is going to be a tremendous finish right here.
I'll tell you right now, this crowd on its feet justifiably for one of the greatest Survivor Series matches I've ever seen. Van Dam gonna go with a 5-star. No one to make the save this time. He caught him. 1, 2. Rob Van Dam will seal the deal after being down 2-1.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Survivor Series. Rob Van Dam was the special selection by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Here are your winners, Steve Austin, Kane, The Undertaker, and RVD.
Rob Van Dam, the hero of the night for the Rattlesnakes. Blood was shed. Victory is theirs. We'll be back with more Survivor Series. Stay with us.
Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the Nation Network. While you're at it, why don't you check out our sister channel, All Night Gaming. A little bit of everything from old school to new school. Once the final bell rings, jump over to All Night Gaming and join us where the fun never ends.
All right, fans, I'll tell you what, this crowd buzzing about what we just saw in the opening matchup. Harley Race making his way down the aisle. The former European champion.
The following contest is an elimination match. Introducing first, from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 253 pounds, the King of Wrestling, Harley Race.
Well, he is the former King of Wrestling. Lost both the European title and the title of King in a match recently to King Jerry Lawler. I beg your pardon.
Well, King Jerry Lawler, he is going to be here, obviously captaining his team against Harley Race in what promises to be another barn burner. Both of these dudes don't have any love for one another. It's just a question of time.
Well, it's much more personal, I would say, for Harley Race right now, who has a lot to prove. Let's see who Harley Race has selected to join him. Who will be the members of King Harley Race? Well, I can't really call him King Harley Race right now, can we?
Well, you can. I could. I'll tell you right now, in my opinion, he's still the king of wrestling. He's one of the all-time greats, former world heavyweight champion. One of the toughest men to ever enter the squared circle.
All of those statements are indeed accurate. Oh, wait a moment! You've got to be kidding me!
And at a combined weight of 724 pounds,
They are the Horsemen!
Well, he's calling on some, I wouldn't even say old friends. He and Ric Flair have never necessarily been friends whatsoever.
Perhaps not, but they indeed have been forged in the same fires. The WCW Tag Team Champions also here, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. Oh, I'll tell you what, Harley Race is trying to stack the deck in his favor tonight.
Nature Boy Ric Flair, the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. You don't get to that level without knowing what you're doing.
Let's see who the opposition is. We obviously know the captain will be Jerry Lawler, wearing that European Championship that he took from Harley Race several weeks back.
Tennessee, weighing in at 235 pounds, the WWE European Champion, Jerry the King Lawler.
The King, Jerry Lawler. The crown, the European Championship.
Where you see him wearing that right out in front of Harley Race, kind of rubbing salt in the wounds, if you ask me.
From parts unknown, weighing in at 245 pounds, Doink the Clown.
Oh, what an interesting choice right here. A lot of history between Doink the Clown and Jerry the King Lawler.
Well, I'll say this right now, Doink the Clown, a very accomplished professional wrestler. He's a little unorthodox for certain, but at the end of the day, do you trust him?
I don't trust him at all.
Yeah, I don't either, not for anything. If you're Jerry Lawler, how in the world do you trust him?
This man is psychotic in my personal opinion.
Are you a psychologist that you have the right to pass judgment like that on somebody?
I may not be professionally trained, but I can tell you right now, this man is definitely not right in the head.
Well, that's something I would say you're probably an expert at.
Who in the world? Doink, the first tag team partner. Who is this?
Well, Jerry Lawler's already proven that he'll go to all sorts of lengths. Take a look at this.
You've got to be kidding me. The Fiend is here at Survivor Series. I don't know if Lawler's trying to win the match or if he is trying to end the career and the ever-looming threat that is Harley Race.
Well, I'll tell you, the Fiend is a special mind in his own right when it talk about mental warfare that takes place from bell to bell. Nobody has the mental game down like this man does.
Oh, there is definitely something going on up there. I think Freud would probably have to get some help himself if he were working with this man.
I don't think Freud's worst nightmare would ever describe the Fiend. He would probably have to rewrite a few of his theories.
Lawler has definitely gone to some very dark places here in selecting his team members. Harley Race has gone on the side of tradition, where Jerry Lawler appears to have selected more along the lines of the macabre.
Well, I know Halloween was a couple of weeks ago, but you would swear we're having it right now.
From Mesa, Arizona.
Oh, take a look at this!
68 pounds, Superstar Billy Graham.
Well, that's a smart pick in my opinion. You don't want to have too many loose screws out there. Of course, I'm saying that about Superstar Billy Graham, and that's saying something in itself. But Superstar Billy Graham, he is a traditional wrestler as well. Somebody well-versed in the likes of the Ric Flairs and the Harley Races. And I think Jerry Lawler's done a very good job of picking a team here tonight for his Survivor Series matchup.
Who do you like in this one?
At the end of the day, I'm going to go with Harley Race. I just think that he picked the Horsemen as a unit, and they're well-versed working together. I think that at the end of the day is going to matter.
No time wasted, right into a cradleplex, and he holds on. Save made by Doink. Doink the Clown coming to the aid of Jerry the King Lawler. Chop block right to the back of the knee by Lawler. Between Harley Race and Jerry Lawler, you got to believe both of these guys would love nothing more than to pin and eliminate the other.
Well, especially if you're Harley Race, because after losing the crown and the European title together,
Flair has got a figure four leg lock on him. Jerry Lawler in the middle of the ring. Is he going to give it up? Lawler turns it inside out, and Flair has to reverse.
2, 3.
And now the Fiend has to get outside the ring. Flair and Lawler talking about a matchup right here. These are two of the legends of all time.
both men have been extraordinarily successful. Lawler with a series of championship titles under his reign as well.
Oh, there's that pile driver that Lawler has used to win a number of those titles. Hooks the leg. Too close to the corner, and Tully Blanchard able to make the save. And now Doink coming over.
1, 2.
Much like the Survivor Series match we saw earlier on tonight, both teams will have to be aware. Tag made. Lawler now brings in the Fiend against Ric Flair. Look at this, head first. The Nature Boy almost knocked unconscious. Tag made to the enforcer, Arn Anderson. Anderson caught him with a DDT.
Arn Anderson using that DDT and thinks he might have put him away. There's the cover.
He got him. Just like that, he got him, and the Fiend has been eliminated.
Well, very similar to what we saw in the opening contest, a shocking early elimination.
Anderson gonna go for that DDT again, this time on Superstar Billy Graham. Goes for the cover, will it be enough? Doink comes in to make the save. This time they cannot afford to go down by 2.
Well, as much as I want to say it's exactly what I predicted early on, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because we saw what happened in the last match. Down 3-4, they managed to come back. Down 2-1, they managed to win the whole thing. So it ain't over till it's over.
Arn Anderson hammering away on the chest of Doink the Clown, and now Superstar Billy Graham with a bear hug.
Tully Blanchard had to come in and make the save, but that's what I was talking about. These are the WCW Tag Team Champions. You don't get that way by accident.
Stunner off the apron. Superstar Billy Graham using that top rope of the Nature Boy Ric Flair before making the tag to Jerry Lawler. What is it going to be like for that main event, the War Games, ladies and gentlemen? It is going to be unbelievable. Lawler coming over, hooking a leg. Go for the pile driver on Arn Anderson. He got it.
Anderson might be a couple inches shorter than he was at the beginning of the match.
The impact that made with the canvas. You saw Anderson shoot about 2 inches back up into the air.
I'd say it was more like 5. That's a very jarring blow to the neck area. A lot of times you'll hear wrestlers refer to it as a stinger. Wow, what a move right there by him.
Lawler with that tornado pile driver, and Anderson is in a whole lot of trouble right now as Doink eliminating Ric Flair over the top rope. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what. Lawler from the top down with the elbow right to the small of the back. How much more can Anderson take?
Arn Anderson needs to make the tag right now. He's in a whole world of trouble.
Special programming note, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to check out the Nation Network on Friday as we will have an exclusive interview with Sam Vallely of Ultra Pro Wrestling right here on the Nation Network. Tully Blanchard comes up with a drop kick and takes Superstar Billy Graham off the apron. Continues to go to work on the arm. Doink the Clown in a lot of trouble right now. Blanchard thinks he's got him, but there's the King Jerry Lawler for the save. And now look at Harley Race trying to get his hands on Lawler.
Well, I'll say right now, Lawler definitely has a speed advantage over Harley Race, and we just saw that right here.
Back dropped on the apron, and now look at this. Tully Blanchard taking out the King's Court.
Well, Tully Blanchard right now seems to feel like he's in complete control, but he's making a mistake. He should stay on Doink the Clown. Don't give him a moment to get his breath back.
Can't argue with that logic whatsoever. If you've got a man like that in trouble, you got to stay on it. Right now, Doink is in a lot of trouble. Finally comes up with a drop kick, and that momentarily stuns Tully Blanchard.
Doink went deep into the hair that time, but I'll tell you right now, the referee's going to allow it. I can see it already.
Look at him stretching out that hamstring, and Tully Blanchard is in trouble. Flair making the save. Goes with a cover save made by the Nature Boy.
And now Doink with Ric Flair, German suplex, takes the Nature Boy out.
And again, gonna go after that hamstring, stretching him out. Harley Race this time having to come in and make the save. We've got bodies flying everywhere right now. As Doink, look at him bringing up Ric Flair by the nose.
Well, you can't miss that target now, can you, with a Tabasco like that? Smart move right there. Got him by the handle, brought him up, and then smacked it right out.
Tully Blanchard making the tag to Harley Race. Harley choking out Superstar Billy Graham in the corner. Talk about a couple of legends. Here you have it.
Two former world heavyweight champions. There was a point in time where Harley Race was the NWA world champion. At the same time, Superstar Billy Graham was the World Wrestling Federation champion.
I understand that Jerry Lawler approached Bruno Sammartino about being a partner in this one, but Bruno wanted nothing to do with Jerry Lawler.
Well, you know what? That's stupid in my opinion. Bruno missed out on a big payday opportunity, not to mention a chance to prove himself against names like Ric Flair and Harley Race.
I don't think Bruno has to prove himself to anybody. One of the longest reigning heavyweight champion in WWF history. As Jerry Lawler went for that fist drop and nobody was on, and now Flair following up with the suplex. Lawler with a series of elbows finding the mark in the midsection. Goes to the eyes of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. The man who professes to be the dirtiest player in the game finds himself on the receiving end, and this time Lawler connecting with that fist drop.
Yeah, but the crowd not too happy about it, and he turns his attention to the ringsiders. That allows the window of opportunity, and now all of a sudden Harley Race is the legal man of the ring.
Harley Race going to work on the King, Jerry Lawler. One thing Lawler's got to be happy about this matchup is he may get pinned, he may get submitted, he might even get counted out, but no matter what, he'll still be the King and the European champion tonight, as neither of those titles is up for grabs.
And he knows it. He's got nothing to lose. He's playing with the house's money here tonight. He's got everything to win, nothing to lose.
Harley Race following him with that big clothesline, and Doink has to make the save, and he does. Belly to belly, and down he goes. Reaches up, makes the tag, and let's see what happens here. You talk about the Horsemen and the fact that they are already tag team. They are already familiar with each other. Our next match is going to feature 4 tag teams.
Yeah, and that should make for a very interesting setup of matches, but at the same point in time, you're talking about 2 teams having to coincide that don't work together.
Doink rolling out to the floor, trying to regain his composure here. Harley Race on the apron and almost had a run with Jerry Lawler. Going now, there's that fisherman cradle suplex, got him. Clasp the hands together for 1, for 2, and Lawler. He took the scenic route, but he got there. And now Flair choking him out. And that cost him because Harley Race, the legal man, just got caught by Lawler and thrown off the top rope. Tully Blanchard now. With Doink the Clown. Let's see what he can do. Has him up in the air for the suplex.
Well, again, we see somebody turning their attention away from the in-ring competitor, allowing a fresh man to be tagged in, and that is a mistake.
Pile driver and Jerry Lawler. If not for the save by Superstar Billy Graham, would have been out. Tully Blanchard sizes him off, and he's going to do it again.
He's calling for it. There it is.
There's one and a save made. Superstar Billy Graham, and now Ric Flair trying to get a piece of him.
We've already seen this referee twice. I hope we don't see her again the rest of the night.
I don't believe she's done anything wrong here tonight.
I don't care. We know what her track record has been.
Oh, look at Tully Blanchard go for the figure four leg lock. Lawler in trouble. He tapped out.
Well, that's bad news right there for the King's Court. Their captain eliminated now. Superstar Billy Graham and Doink have to go up against all four members.
Harley Race has got to be loving life right now. Superstar Billy Graham couldn't get there in time, and Tully Blanchard did the damage. Count is up to 4. Will Doink beat it in? He just barely does.
Wouldn't that have been something? He'd have got counted out, and then Superstar Billy Graham would have been doing it on his own.
Doink goes for the cover. Anderson was there just in case, but he knew that Tully was able to make the tag. And there it is. Ric Flair now the legal man in. Oh, another figure four coming up. Will it be another submission? We'll see. The Nature Boy has got Doink the Clown in trouble. This time, Superstar Billy Graham able to make the save.
Well, 4 against 2, I'm sorry. I just don't see any way for them to overcome these odds.
I would be shocked, I would be stunned, and I'd be amazed. But we've seen it before. Once again, welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Chuck is in the house, along with Chris W.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything to Chris W. because he clearly doesn't have any idea what's going on.
Oh, look at this. Going in. He got it. The Nature Boy Ric Flair submits to the full Nelson of Superstar Billy Graham.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm amazed that just happened, but meantime, Tully Blanchard wasted no time at all, comes right in and attacks Superstar Billy Graham.
Going to work now on the arm and the wrist of Superstar Billy Graham, perhaps to weaken it up so that that move cannot be applied again here tonight. There's the pile driver on Superstar. Hook and a leg. That should be enough. Oh, Doink makes a save.
Anyone who thinks the chump was better than me doesn't have a clue.
Elbow from the top comes up empty. You've got to get your head back in the game, my friend.
Who are you talking? You don't tell me anything, little man. I'm going to come over there and tighten your tie.
Superstar Billy Graham becoming a one-man army right now has made it from 4-2 down to 3-2, I beg your pardon.
I'd love to see your middle school friggin' report card. I'll bet you did great at math.
Neckbreaker right there by Tully Blanchard. And Doink the Clown in trouble. Tag is made to the captain. And while Harley Race was not able to eliminate Jerry Lawler, I'm sure he is thrilled to see that he's been eliminated. And now Race went for the knee drop, and Doink out of the way. It is going to be very hard for the King's Court to get back in this one. Doink doing a hell of a job, though, right now, working him out. Now, look at this, going to stretch out that hamstring. Whip it up.
Wasn't able to get him to submit. Harley Race is one of the toughest all time. You're not going to get him to tap out. I can't imagine it happening.
Doink with a cannonball. Superstar Graham with a power slam on Arn Anderson. Meantime, stretching out that hamstring, and Harley Race comes out the back door. Into the corner with a clothesline. There's the tag made. Blanchard now. Drops the elbow. Doink in trouble. Figure 4 leg lock, and he taps him out. Tully Blanchard has put 2 of them out with that figure 4 leg lock.
Well, it's all over right now. There is no way Superstar Billy Graham's going to fend off 3 opponents here tonight. Not going to happen.
Superstar Billy Graham just got stood up by Tully Blanchard. Irish whips him to the ropes, and now Graham drops down, comes back out front. They collide, knocking heads.
Well, Superstar Billy Graham, I mean, if I were him, you might want to think about just taking a walk right now like Shawn Michaels did earlier on tonight. There's no point. All you're going to do is run the risk of injury here.
Well, Superstar Billy Graham might not be anyone's favorite. Look, oh, he's got a bear hug on him. Tully Blanchard in trouble. He tapped out.
You see the blood flowing down the head of Superstar Billy Graham, and he's going after Harley Race. And now it's only 2-1, and it's unlikely as it would seem. It could happen.
Arn Anderson with Superstar Billy Graham out to the guardrail. Oh, my word. Billy Graham turning the tide. He has eliminated the Nature Boy Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard. It was 4. I beg your pardon, it was 3 against 1. And he's got the bear hug on Arn Anderson. Will he be able to get a submission? He does. It's 1-on-1.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Superstar Billy Graham is going to pull off what I consider to be a miracle.
Harley Race goes for the cover. Graham comes out the back door. This will be absolutely unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. Floats over now. Harley Race, boot to the back of the neck. Look at him turning that head and neck.
Well, Superstar Billy Graham is one of the best physical specimens in the world of professional wrestling, and he's got one heck of a neck development up there, so he can withstand a lot more punishment than the average man probably could.
I would not argue that, not for a moment, but Harley Race, precision with those knees. But we're back down to 1-on-1 as we were in our previous matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And now Harley Race, what's he gonna do here? Going to the top. Elbow right into the kidneys. Might be enough for the win. Hook of the leg, grab 1, 2. He got the shoulder up.
This has been one hell of a matchup, ladies and gentlemen, and no matter what, Superstar Billy Graham has earned my respect here tonight.
There's that cradleplex. 1, 2, and Graham not done.
Harley Race right now has got to be asking himself, what do I got to do to put this guy out?
Harley Race taking advantage of a moment. A lapse in judgment by the Superstar Billy Graham. From the top. Oh, there's the headbutt. It's over.
He connected with that one. What a noise that made. Did you hear that?
Harley Race gets the job done. The captain of his team is the sole survivor. That was an unbelievable finish.
Well, with any luck, we'll get a chance to see it again because of the sound that his head made when he connected with superstar Billy Graham. I mean, it really sounded like a couple of coconuts coming together.
We take a look at the figure four leg lock, the submission. Here it is. Oh, my goodness. My word, did you see that?
Here are your winners.
Tremendous win right there for Harley Race and the Horsemen. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay with us for the Survivor Series.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. I'm aboard, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
All right, fans, we are back, and I'll tell you what a night it's been. Survivor Series living up to its name, and let's get ready to find out who the participants are going to be for this one.
The following contest is an elimination match. And at a combined weight of 561 pounds, Demolition!
Well, it's been high drama here at the Survivor Series, and I don't anticipate it's going to be any different here now.
Demolition. They have been hot on the heels of the Tag Team Championship currently held by the Hart Foundation. And while those titles won't be on the line here tonight, you can rest assured that the Demolition would love nothing more than to score the major victory here in the Survivor Series. Juan Cordero joining us here live on the Nation Network. Welcome aboard. Who have Demolition chose to be their tag team partners here?
Well, I'll tell you right now, whoever it is going to definitely have to live up to the billing.
No, look at this!
And at a combined weight of 575 pounds, the Nasty Boys!
Knobs and Sags, the Nasty Boys!
Well, I'll tell you, they didn't pick any slouches for tag team partners here in the Survivor Series. Because while they may be the number one contenders, I believe the Nasty Boys are probably right in there at number 2.
Which would almost beg the question of how well would these teams get along together when they are both chasing the same thing.
Well, you know the old saying, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer.
Knobs and Sags, ladies and gentlemen. The Nasty Boys and the Demolition joining forces. They go up against the Hart Foundation and the tag team partners of their choosing. And here are the tag team champions.
At a combined weight of 516 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, Jim Neidhart and Bret Hart, the Hart Foundation.
The Anvil, Jim Neidhart, Bret the Hitman Hart, the Hart Foundation. They are the reigning World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. And they know that they've got their work cut out for them here tonight.
Yeah, the tag team titles may not be on the line, but I don't know that that matters a whole lot because Demolition knows, and so do the Nasty Boys, that if they can do some damage to the tag team champions in this match, that prolonged damage may carry over into a title match later on.
Never say never, ladies and gentlemen. Now, who have the Hart Foundation selected to be their tag team partners here tonight? Oh, take a look!
Weight of 479 pounds.
Paul Roma, Jim Powers, the Young Stallions.
Well, they made their debut just about a month ago here on the Nation Network. They're an up-and-coming tag team, but when you look at who's standing across the ring from them, I think the Hart Foundation could have done better.
I think these young men have something to prove, and what better place to do it than right here at the Survivor Series. Keep in mind, this is the event that launched the career of Rocky Maivia, and that turned out pretty well. Oh, look at this! He's got him in that Cobra clutch, and the Anvil, Jim Neidhart, hanging on just enough.
Boy, that would have been huge. If he were to put him out in the first 10 seconds, yeah, that would have been it.
Ladies and gentlemen, following this matchup, the main event of the evening, it will be the War Games.
They'll be dropping another ring in here. They're going to put a cage around the whole thing, and we are going to see 2 teams go to war.
Tag made. Smash now the legal man in the ring. There's a tag made. And Paul Roma comes in for the Anvil. These young stallions would love nothing more than to get a pinfall on members of Demolition.
Well, it's an opportunity for them because they are standing across the ring right now from the number 1 and 2 contenders. They might not be barely in the top 10, but if they were to get a pinfall over either of those teams, then I gotta believe that would turn around and help them out quite a...
I agree wholeheartedly with that one. And now Roma finds himself in a prone position. Tag is made. Sags in the ring with Paul Roma.
Well, I like to refer to him as Pretty Boy Paul Roma. He's a pretty boy, and I'm not a fan of that.
Paul Roma's a good-looking young man, no doubt about it, but he's also a top athlete. You've got to respect that.
I don't have to respect anything. I'm Jesse the Body. I do what I want when I want. I don't need anyone's opinion or approval.
Went for the elbow, but nobody home. Sags with that pump handle slam.
Took him down to Nasty Boy Town.
Another elbow follows it up. And hammering away. Look at this series of left hands to the head of Roma. Paul Roma right now finding himself in a very compromised position. Jerry, I keep saying Jerry, Jim the Anvil Neidhart gets himself into the ring, but the referee quickly escorts him out. Trying to keep this to one-on-one inside the squared circle, but it is difficult in a tag team match, even more difficult when it's 4 on each side.
Well, a match like this, in my opinion, should have 2 referees, one inside the ring, one outside the ring. That's the only way you're going to get it done right, in my opinion. And by the way, 3rd match in a row with this referee. What is going on right here?
They tie up in the middle of the ring. The Hitman. Excellence of execution, and he just delivers a body slam on Axe.
Well, I've got a trivia question for all the fans out in the audience right now. Do you know who the original members of Demolition were?
Here's the neck breaker. Paul Roma follows it up with a nice fist drop right between the eyes, and now Knobs getting a shot in. Roma taking it out on smash, but Axe from behind takes him down. Working the head and the neck area. Axe makes the tag. Here's the Irish whip reversal back out front. Went for the elbow, nobody home. Pile driver nicely done by Roma. And Brian Knobs might be out. 1, 2, he just barely kicks out.
Check out the big rain on Juan Cordero. Axe and Moondog Rex, that is the correct answer.
Series of right hands, and now look at this, up in the air, over the shoulder. Running power slam, Roma's in trouble. And he is eliminated.
Well, like I said, he's a pretty boy. That's what happens. They look good for a little bit, but as soon as the going gets tough, they get going.
Jim Powers now with a big forearm across the back, hooking a leg, and now save made. Sags kicking him off, and Knobs looking like he might be ready for the tag out. Head first, driven him into the mat. Powers again goes for the cover. Here's the Irish whip one more time, and they collide. Back elbow, finding the mark. Here's the crucifix, couldn't keep the shoulders down.
And there you go. The pretty boy thing to do is to flex and pose while your opponent makes his way to the corner, tags in the fresh man. Great strategy right there. I'll tell you, the Hart Foundation painted themselves into a corner, picking these 2 yahoos as their tag team partners. I don't know what they were thinking.
Into the top turnbuckle again. There's a tag made. And Demolition with the double team down across the arm. Axe go for the pile driver, perhaps back body drop, and Powers gets out. Makes the tag to Bret the Hitman Hart as the excellence of execution. Gonna go for that sharpshooter. He's got it. Turns it over. Will he be able to survive? Referee is right there. Jim the Anvil Neidhart gonna keep them at bay.
He's got it on, and he's holding on there for a long period of time. Even if he survives it, how much damage has been done?
Axe survives the sharpshooter, but he held that thing on there for quite some time. Oh, now he's got him in that Cobra clutch. And turns it on. Powers, he's got one for everybody.
He's handed out naps here tonight, one at a time.
Down across the knee with that backbreaker now, the Hitman Bret Hart. Look at Axe making the tag.
I just don't understand their logic. Why do they constantly turn away from their opponent?
He baited him in, and there he is, sits deep into it. And the save was made. Oh my goodness, the Hitman Bret Hart just knocked Knobs out.
Well, Sags hasn't moved since that sharpshooter was applied. Now the tag made to Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
This is breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. It is Survivor Series. High drama on the stage that is known as the World Wrestling Federation. Tag made once again, Jim Powers to come back in.
You know, if I was the Hart Foundation, I would only be tagging my partner, and I wouldn't be bringing in Jim Powers.
Jim Powers is one of their partners tonight.
No, I'm talking about I would only tag my regular partner in because Powers has nothing to offer. The best case scenarios, he's there to make a save.
And now the action spilling out here to the floor, but remember, there's only a 5 count to get back in. Sags comes back just in time. Cross-body attempt, nobody home. And there's a tag made to Smash. Got caught! Jim Powers now, see if he can follow up off the offense he's got going here. Went for a slam, it looks like, but got caught. Nice clothesline right there by Demolition Smash. And what's he going to do here? Turns him over. Boston Crab, that might be all she wrote. The Hitman just barely able to break that one up.
You see the difference right there? Smash went for a little bit of a pose as well, but he kept his foot on his opponent so he couldn't make the tag. That's the difference between the teams that win and the teams that don't.
What a show of strength right there. Pressing Powers up overhead. And just drops him.
Yeah, he drops him like a bad habit.
Tag made. Brian Knobs back into the ring representing the Nasty Boys. Thus far, only one elimination in this matchup. We'll see how much longer that lasts. Tag is made. Here comes Jim the Anvil Neidhart. We got the powerhouse of his team. Just got caught. And now look at this. Knobs has him up in the air. And power bomb almost broke him in half. What a clothesline. He is cleaning house.
Well, the Hart Foundation is being dismantled right here.
He should have gone for the pin attempt on Powers. I believe he could have had it, and there would have been no one there to make the save.
Well, you might actually be right once here tonight.
Jim Powers outside the ring. I thought he was a legal man. I didn't see the tag made.
Well, when you got this much chaos going on, it is hard to keep control.
Anvil now being draped across the top rope. Oh, my goodness. Right into the small of the back. Sags with a pile driver. Oh, the Anvil catches him in a small package. And again going after the arm. Going for the cover, and the same made by Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Sags in control right now. Jim Powers representing the Young Stallions as Paul Roma eliminated already in this one. There's a tag made, and now Knobs, the legal man in the ring. Following up, Irish whip into the turnbuckle, and now let's see what he's got in mind. Gonna take him down to Pity City.
Well, that's a view that you just can't get too many other places, but he got it right there.
And the tag made right now, the team of Demolition and the Nasty Boys, showing everybody why they are the top two contenders for the World Tag Team titles. And you start to get the feeling they could put Jim Powers away anytime they wanted to.
Well, they probably would have already if it weren't for all the outside interference by the Hart Foundation trying to keep him around. And I keep saying, as far as I'm concerned, he's dead weight.
Action taking place now on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Bodies strewn around the ring.
Looks like somebody bombed a drive-in movie theater. There's bodies everywhere.
Here's a run into the turnbuckle, and now Smash has got Jim Powers with one hand. Look at this.
One-handed backbreaker, and I'll tell you the strength that takes. I can tell you right now, not too many people could pull that move off.
Smash living up to his name. Paul Roma has taken an absolute beating in this one. Referee might have to step in and stop this. Roma, I beg your pardon, Powers kicking out.
Yeah, it's easy to get them confused. They're a couple of pretty boys.
You keep saying that, but he is putting up one heck of a fight here tonight.
Getting your ass handed to you for 10 minutes is not what I consider to be putting up a fight.
And finally, a desperation move right there. I don't know if Powers realizes where he is right now. Bret the Hitman Hart. Nice suplex right there on Smash, who rolls out to the floor, but right there, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And that distraction is all it took for Bret the Hitman Hart to take advantage. The Hitman working over the head and the neck. And just barely getting in time. Went for the clothesline, not going to happen.
All 8 men right now, or I should say all 7 men right now, have been to the top and they've seen the view. Now the question is who's got what it takes to make it over the top to the other side.
The Hitman now going to go for that sharpshooter. He needs a quick submission if he can get it. Axe is in that. He tapped out.
He couldn't withstand the pain anymore, and that's a big one right there.
Well, the Hitman Bret Hart proving why they are the tag team champions indeed. There's a 2 count.
Well, that doesn't prove anything other than right now it's 3 against 3.
Yeah, but he got the tap submission on the #1 contenders.
In a Survivor Series match, it's not the same thing.
I dare say that if one of the members of Demolition, look at this. Oh my goodness. Sags taking a page out of the book of the Demolition with that one.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. When you're the #1 and #2 contenders to the World Tag Team Championship, you know how to work together with anybody.
Save made by Paul Roma to the point you made earlier.
Yeah, it's exactly what I said. He might be good for an occasional save, but keep him out of the ring. He stinks.
Float over for the cover. There's 2 and the Hitman. Meantime, Roma, I beg your pardon. Jim Powers getting pressed and slammed on the floor.
Well, right now there's a lot of action taking place outside the ring, which is not good for Bret the Hitman Hart. He needs his partners on the apron, and he has nobody right now.
The excellence of execution with a neck breaker, nicely done. He's going to go with that sharpshooter. Will he get it?
He's got to turn it over.
He does. Brian Knobbs able to get out just in the nick of time. We have seen the Hitman put people away with that already tonight. And the tag made. Here we go. Double team. Stretching out the arm. Smash coming down on the shoulder of the Hitman Bret Hart.
The exposed shoulder you might want to mention. I mean, Bret Hart really had to pay the price for that one.
Tremendous clothesline, and will that be enough?
Might have been, but once again, Powers able to make the save, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what? He's a role player, a utility player in basketball. He's a guy that's good at a certain thing, and right now for him, being able to come in and break up a pin attempt is about all he's good for. Just don't let him get back in the ring.
The Hitman Bret Hart taking Smash over the suplex right into the ropes.
Yeah, Smash's feet got caught up on the ropes on the way down. All that compression right on the back. As a wrestler, you want to try and disperse the impact throughout the length of your body. If you can bring your feet down a little bit, it will definitely take some of the sting out of the blow. But on that one, there was no way to do that.
Powers quickly tagging out.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That was smart. Get in, get out. I can't believe I'm saying that about Jim Powers, but he was. Sometimes less is more. When it comes to Jim Powers, a lot less is more.
Cover, hook of the leg, save made. High impact right now, and now Jim the Apple Neidhart choking him out the corner. As we have seen in the previous 2 matches, the first pinfall at this point in time when you're at a 3-3 will tend to lead to a strong advantage going into the home stretch.
Well, it did, but at the same point in time, then we saw the team that was shorthanded come back and win, not once, but twice being shorthanded.
Nicely done by Bret the Hitman Hart, that gut-wrench suplex. Talk about the excellence of execution. Right there, he shows you why he earns that title on a regular basis. Now he turns him in! Sharpshooter!
And he manages to reverse out of it, and that's a good thing he did, because otherwise they would have been down 3 against 2. Or I'll say 3 against 2.5.
Oh, give me a break.
Hey, I thought I was being generous, giving them a half.
Smash now getting ready to make the tag as the Hitman. Oh, he's got him up with a pile driver. Knobs is out. Cover, hook and a leg. Referee out of position, but there's 1, there's 2, and he got him. 3 against 2. Bret Hart has eliminated 1 member from each of the top tag teams.
I can't believe how things are turning out in this one. This is making me sick.
Bret the Hitman Hart down across Knobs' head. That sags, I beg your pardon. Smash back into the ring, and right now 3 against 2, and that gives us a severe advantage to the Hart Foundation and Jim Powers. Jim the Evil Neidhart, there's the power slam, hooks the leg, and it's all over. Oh, the save made.
Jerry Sags able to get in there just in the nick of time, otherwise he'd have been a one-man army.
I don't know that he's that far away from it right now. Cross knee backbreaker, nicely done by Smash. Thinks he might have him. Goes for the cover. Hook and a leg. Jim the Evil Neidhart is eliminated.
Now, why don't you talk about how the #1 contender should be the tag team champions right now, because he pinned the Anvil.
Well, he's proven that they are capable of doing it, but if we're going to go by what could have, would have, and should have, the Hart Foundation got the first elimination.
Always something with you, isn't it? 2 against 1 right now.
Oh, once again, Nasty Boys taking a page out of the book of demolition. We've got single members from 2, make that 4 different teams. All 4 teams that were part of this match have 1 member left.
Yep, Demolition's still in it. Nasty Boys are still in it. Young Stallions are still in it. And, of course, the tag team champions are still in it. If Bret the Hitman Hart gets eliminated,
Tag is made, and look at this. Oh, he got caught. He got caught.
yeah, but look at the big idiot. He's out there celebrating like he won something.
Sags now going to work on Powers here at ringside. The Hitman Bret Hart slowly back to his feet and manages to beat the count back into the ring. Inverted atomic knee drop, and down he goes.
Bret the Hitman Hart realizing right now he's got to make something happen, and he's got to do it right now.
Oh, there it is! Sharpshooter! Will he be able to survive? No! He taps out, and now it's 2 against 1.
I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Back body drop. Hook and a leg. leg. There's 2, and the shoulder comes up.
You're not going to pin Smash with a back body drop, and now makes the choice to bring in Jim Powers. I think that's a tremendous mistake.
He is the fresh man. Give me a break. To the ropes, back out front. Oh, the clothesline. Almost decapitated the young man.
Yeah, but it would have just been his head. Nothing he's using anyway.
Smash sets him up. Wait for the clothesline. May have just knocked him out with that one. Oh, and he got the shoulder off the canvas. Head first into the canvas. Tag made by the young stallion, and here comes the Hitman.
Well, the excellence of execution. We'll see if he can live up to that name right now.
Up across the shoulders and smash with a Samoan drop. Shot to the midsection. Butterflies the arms. Nice suplex right there by the Hitman. Might have done enough damage with that one. Knocked the wind out of the sails. There's 2, and he comes out the back door.
Well, I'll give credit where it's due. He hooked a leg at least, so he gave himself an honest opportunity.
Here's the neck breaker, perfectly executed by the Hitman, and Smash going out to the floor. The Hitman, oh, a fly cross body block.
We have an international audience watching us right now. International Sports Network in the house.
Back into the ring. Belly to back suplex, and the Hitman down again. Look at Smash taking a moment to pose, and he pays a price. Nice drop kick right there by Bret Hart. And the sharpshooter, it's all over.
He's got it on him, and that's probably all she wrote.
It is, and it's a major victory right there for the Hart Foundation and the Young Stallions.
I've got to tell you right now, I am absolutely I have got nothing. I've got no words. When Paul Roma went down early, I thought that was just a matter of time. I thought Powers would fall for sure.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, these 4 teams came here to prove a point. The Hart Foundation and the Young Stallions come out on top. When we return, it is our main event. We'll be taking it to the Ultimate Survivor, the War Games.
Together, we can do anything.
We're here to restore justice to the Wrestling Federation that our father built with his own 2 hands. The hands that were passed down to us. The hands that will deliver the iron claw to you.
So what do you think? Like we're alive.
I love your family, Kevin.
Gonna be an uncle? Yes, sir.
Oh, man, that makes me so happy.
Can I talk to you about something, Mom? Dad's too tough on us. You gotta say something.
Baby, that's what your brothers are for.
Feel that? You feel that? That's pressure.
You're pushing too hard. I'm fine, Kev. Seriously, I'm just sick. I'm scared, man. It all out of control.
That's a terrible accident.
I should have stopped him. I need to think about my family.
Your job is to wrestle. Live up to that deal, or we are through.
I told you to look out for him!
I just love being out there with you guys. It's the only thing that matters to me.
The Bonner will forever be the greatest family in the history of wrestling.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts. You give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest hockey action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. I'm aboard, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
The following is a men's WARGAMES match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, WarGames officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the WarGames begin!
Well, now that the rules have been explained, it is going to be very interesting to see what order the participants come out in.
Not only that, but oh, look at this!
First, from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 252 pounds, Rick Rude.
The Macho Man Randy Savage choosing ravishing Rick Rude to represent him as the first entrant. Team Madness.
Very interesting, not only who he selected as a teammate, but also who he selected to come in first. And now we gotta see, this is a human game of chess. My question is, will Trump Hogan have the guts to step in the ring with ravishing Rick Rude as number 1?
Why don't you say that about Macho Man Randy Savage? He didn't come in as number 1 either.
Yeah, but he's not the defending world champion. I would think Hogan would want to prove himself.
He's the world champion. What else has he got to do to prove himself?
Well, there's a lot of question marks around that win as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Slaughter.
And from Paris Island, South Carolina, weighing in at 305 pounds, Sergeant Slater.
Sergeant Slaughter, when it comes to War Games, who better?
This is a man who has represented his country, ladies and gentlemen, and is ready to do it again right here tonight. Slaughter's first time inside the confines of the War Games.
The man who comes to us from Paris Island, he knows all about it. He has seen combat up close and in person. This is right now, a lot of people would call this hell. He calls it home.
Irish whip over the top rope and into the second ring, ravishing Rick Rude getting the scenic view. Slaughter making his way over now and continues. Oh, runs right into a back elbow. That stuns him. Which team will have the advantage throughout the War Games, fans? We're about to find out in just a few moments.
Look off into the background there, and you see Hogan's team inside the steel cage waiting to be released.
Ravishing Rick Rude coming off the cage, dropping the elbow. And Slaughter now taking a beating.
The Hulkamaniacs are going to have their work cut out for them here tonight, because I've got a funny feeling.
Slaughter stuck between the two rings, and now both men battling it out here in the center. Oh my goodness, he dropped him head first on that steel plate.
Well, it's all legal. Everything is legal inside of the War Games.
Here comes the world champion, Hulk Hogan.
You know, I mentioned earlier on tonight that I thought it was questionable that Hogan picked Roddy Piper as a tag team partner. But let's also talk about the history with Hogan and Sergeant Slaughter.
Indeed. A WrestleMania main event for the World Heavyweight Championship at one point in time.
Yeah, and Slaughter turned his back on Hogan and his entire country once. What makes you believe he couldn't do it again here tonight?
Hogan bringing in some tables.
It's all legal in the War Games right now, and Slaughter got his hands on one of those kendo sticks. Wasn't able to connect, though. Rick Rude was ready.
Rick Rude momentarily looked like he was heading to another ring. Probably a good idea, as he is going to be double teamed. He is on the short end of the stick here, 2-on-1 disadvantage. The Hulkamaniacs have drawn the viable number. They will have the advantage throughout the War Games and the match beyond. Pinfall submissions, they don't count until all 8 men are. Look at this. The Macho Man Randy Savage was just waiting for Hogan to get in there, and he just broke that kendo stick over the head of the Rick Rude, I beg your pardon.
Unbelievable. He connected with that one, and now he and Savage fighting over the sledgehammer. And the Macho Man using it on Trump Hogan. I love it.
Savage has never been the same since losing the World Championship to Hulk Hogan.
It wasn't losing the title, it was how he lost it. Hogan cheated to get that victory. We all saw it. You don't want to admit it, but you know what you saw.
Indeed, Hulk Hogan did indeed put his feet up on the ropes to gain the leverage at Madison Square Garden. Referee didn't see it.
Yeah, the referee didn't see much of anything that night in New York City.
Speaking of Madison Square Garden, we'll be heading back there in just a few weeks.
Yeah, returning to the scene of the crime.
Ravishing Rick Rude climbing up now. You got to be careful. If you go over the top of that cage and out to the floor, it's not a steel cage match that way. You'll get disqualified. Your team will lose the match. Hogan dropping the Macho Man across, and now what? Who's coming in? The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, Dusty Rhodes going after some plunder, as he would like to refer to it.
The Survivor Series, ladies and gentlemen, and no better example of a Survivor Series than the War Games. Hogan has got a stop sign. Can you believe this? Headbutt, Rick Rude gets stunned. And now, Dusty Rhodes going after the Macho Man. There's a history between those two men.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you look deep enough, everybody in this match will have a history with somebody else in the match. I think if you allow personal vendettas to cloud your judgment, that's when mistakes will be made. Think you got to focus on the big picture, and the big picture is getting the win.
Who's the next entrant? Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. That stop sign down into the head of Ravishing Rick Rude.
Perfect just threw the table into the ring and accidentally struck his own tag team partner.
Kurt Hennig and Rick Rude actually attended the same high school together in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. These are two men that know each other very well. While they've never really been a dedicated tag team in the past, they have a very unique bond.
Well, they definitely traveled the roads and all the way up the ladder of success together. Something about the water in Robbinsdale, Minnesota, and of course, you know I'm from the Minnesota area as well.
Indeed you are. Dusty Rhodes running the head of Ravishing Rick Rude into the mat. Slaughter with that table. What's he going to do with it now? He's got the Macho Man in the corner. Kurt Hennig stretching out, the world champion.
Well, the last member of the Hulkamaniacs about to make his way down the aisle. Hot Rod Rowdy Roddy Piper.
And that means that the Genius will be the last man to enter the War Games, and when he does, the match beyond begins. Oh, fans, I'll tell you what, this one is living up to the billing. Every match tonight has told a story. Piper using that steel chair. He is right at home in the confines of the War Games. Ravishing Rick Rude being brutalized with that steel chair. Hogan now steps in and continues the assault on the Ravishing one.
Macho Man Randy Savage from the top rope. What she got in mind went for the big elbow. Nobody was home.
We have got bodies everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Dusty Rhodes with a DDT on the Macho Man. Savage on the receiving end of a beating right now, courtesy of Rowdy Roddy Piper. Oh my goodness, that stop sign just went flying. 1 second. And now, the Genius, Lanny Poffo, heading down towards the War Games.
Well, it's all on now. The first pinfall or submission, and it will be all over.
Mr. Perfect puts Slaughter through the table. Sergeant Slaughter is laid out.
All 8 men battling it out in one ring. They are not spreading out. They're not using the full real estate.
Savage and Hogan.
You know the Macho Man wants nothing more than to put Hulk Hogan down and out. What's he doing? What is he doing?
If the Macho Man goes all the way out, he'll be disqualified. He's on the top of the steel cage. And delivers the elbow.
Great job by the cameraman to cut away.
The Macho Man Randy Savage off the top of the cage. Savage with a pair, make it a trio of atomic knee drops on Roddy Piper. Rick Rude sent over the top rope into ring number 1.
Got to keep your eye on everything happening right now because at any moment this one could be all over in the blink of an eye.
Hogan with that stop sign on the Genius. There's 1, there's 2, and Papa able to kick out.
Well, if he weren't the freshest man of the match, that might not happen. But look at ravishing Rick Rude with a rude awakening on Roddy Piper.
Hook it away, Piper, 2, and he kicks out. Dusty Rhodes had a small package, but the save was made. Piper now being laid out with that kendo stick. There's a bear hug. Ravishing Rick Rude with a bear hug on Roddy Piper. Will he be able to hold on?
He's fading very quickly. Roddy Piper's in trouble.
Piper is starting to fade. Dusty Rhodes, look at the head of Ravishing Rick Rude. He's a mess.
Well, he may not look too good right now, but he would have looked great if he would have had that submission.
Dusty Rhodes with the elbows. Rick Rude, Perfect, scored the victory.
Just as I expected it to be.
Kurt Hennig scored the pinfall. And Team Madness stands supreme here at the Survivor Series. The Macho Man Randy Savage might not have got the pinfall on Hulk Hogan, but he does have the victory here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. So long from ringside.